Coach, it is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch that in, Johnny's right.
You draw quarters. Yes. Let's go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Come on, set. Get to Pittsburgh. He don't know no better. Right. He's done right there.
On first down, Swift. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
A gain of 2 brings up 6th and 8 at the 16-yard line.
On second down now, Swift. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Give me that ball, defense. He's crashing.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, he'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20. 10, touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check the hot read. Ready.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 20.
You ain't doing
And
that
all
today.
the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check. Check out.
They'll run now with Dillon. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, Dillon. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check nickel.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go.
1st and
Let's do
10
this.
at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now.
2nd and long. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
We got 4. We got 4.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Let's go.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Easy work.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
SOS. Hey, Delta. SOS. Mike 18. 18.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
2nd and 6. Throw complete there. Rodgers. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Takk McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sanders. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We're going to work.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Watch the twist, watch up. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 ending. Cut, 64. Wait. Right. Check 13.
On 3rd down, Swift, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Get this. Mike, check.
Sanders throwing on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Buzz. It's going to be a long day. Watch 18.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, 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 check. Shift.
On second down, Dillon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Cut. Mike small. 9.
Now Sanders to throw on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Come on. Shift. Kill.
On first down, Dillon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the twist. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Big edge. Get him on. West. Check 31. Squeeze. He's checking.
They'll try and run for it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give right side. Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set. 15 on it. 50. Now watch run. 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, fellas.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready. 60 yards. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, He says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
After the pick six, they go right back to the air, escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Ready, break. Hey, exit.
My game. I'm coming after you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
My game.
2nd and 4. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
showing up.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rodgers brings it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Team 6.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now this throw caught left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Alpha.
First down, Panthers.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That throw good for 4.
Ready.
It's second down.
70, Indy. Hey, Echo. Tight end right. 4 down. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Panthers 30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Let's go.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go,
first
baby.
and 10
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Delta.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Down. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Same. Check 37. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Swift. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6.